Good morning. Okay, so yeah, we had some electrical things going on this week. So yeah, I haven't been on in a few days because of the snow. All right, so what I want to talk about right now is how do you motivate yourself? I talked a little bit about it on Monday, the last time I did a post on the Course in Miracles, and these are the lessons that we're doing today. Okay, so to refresh your memory, we are now moving towards in this process of embracing. Like today and yesterday's really had me pondering. I gotta tell you, yesterday's, and I'll tell you what it is. There is nothing to fear. Okay, so then, the lesson says definitely, definitely, definitely. This is absolutely a fact, Jack. There is absolutely nothing to fear, no matter what horror you see, no matter what pain you witness, no matter what suffering you experience or you witness. The Course is trying to tell me that none of that is real. Like, absolutely none of it. Like, it is such an illusion. Like, the only thing that is real is love. And if I'm not seeing love in a painful situation, then I'm not seeing the truth. And so I began working on this lesson day before yesterday. And I found yesterday I couldn't motivate myself to move. And I wondered what was going on inside that I was it weather based? Was it my diet? What's going on? Or is it the lesson? And then I began to hear my inner voice say, "Hey, it's the lesson. Pay attention, Tanya. How you motivate yourself through fear and lack." And so I began to review my life and realized that, yes, it worked for me at a point in my life to motivate myself with the carrot and the stick. With like every basic psychology says there's two principles to motivation. The body moves towards things it imagines as pleasurable, and it moves away from things that it feels is not pleasurable. So, in order to achieve a long range goal that may have things that are unpleasant in it, I could easily attach myself to the vision of the outcome. And when things got hard, that was the carrot. And then when things got hard, I wouldn't rely on the strength of God. I wouldn't rely on the God's got my back. When it got hard, then I imagined horrible things in order to motivate myself to move, to make myself finish something. And after years of doing that, it kind of wears on the body, man. It kind of ripped my body up from the inside out. Now, the blessing in all of that is that we are know now what we wish we would have known then. And this, so when I pondered, there's nothing to fear, then who am I? How do I move? How do I motivate myself to move? Because when it's hard, it's when, virtues like patience is being developed and other beautiful things like that, right? These beautiful virtues and learning how to receive grace and to learn how to be a blessing and to learn how not to rely on my own strength, how to activate and call forth in the hard times. The universe has my back right now. The universe has my back. Now, why I capitalize the word back, and by the way, this is a quote from Pam Grout. She says, this quote, the universe has my back and everything is going to be okay, is the Course in Miracles summed up in 11 words. Now, when we talk about my back, we're talking about my spinal column. We're talking about things I've put in the back of my mind, things that are in my subconscious. It also refers to your back houses your spinal column. Your spinal column is a conduit. Like, just imagine it like electrical cables that animate your whole body. And the emotion that runs up and down your spinal column, you have some ability to cultivate it, right? And until it becomes a habit. And like one of the things that's occurring in the Course in Miracles, where my automatic self-talk in the morning, I used to need to sit and do prayers to rehearse in order to do the mental gymnastics from waking up worrying about what's going to go wrong today. You know, I used to run homes that had lots of people, and every morning it was like a report of everything that went wrong first thing in the morning. So after doing that for 20 something years, my nervous system got used to being motivated by feeling valuable when I was needed to take care of problems. Now, and other people's fear, right? So the thing is, embracing this, there's nothing to fear, then where is my value? Like, these are the questions that are being stirred up. But in the mix of it all, I feel a freedom from being motivated by something outside myself through punishment. Because I feel that even though it's a psychological thing that we have observed, I also feel that our Holy Spirit has the ability to rearrange that thinking and prepare me to follow the motivation of my soul or my Holy Spirit, instead of the motivation of my mind, of what I think will bring me status, what I think will bring me money. How about if I relax and allow myself to be motivated? Because see, motivation, when motivation is required, that's the time to pray, right? And to pray for strength. Don't imagine if you don't get it done, then you're going to suffer this. I think that's one of the worst ways in personal growth to motivate people to change. Because I don't want anyone visioning that. Like, that's crazy. That's where most of their emotions go in anyway. So this is different. At the hard times, you want to surrender, because the hard times are clearing your low self-esteem. And the end game of clearing your low self-esteem is that I love the saying, I always felt comfort and supported when I heard, if I only knew who stood behind me and on the side of me and in front of me, I would be me full out. Like, really be me full out. So that's the imagination. When it gets hard, motivate yourself by realizing you're surrounded by grace. Receive grace. Receive the strength of God. Also, this imagining is this way. I just heard a blip on a YouTube, and it totally made sense. And I think it would make sense for you too. Everyone thinks your soul is inside your body and it's going to grow like a flower. Wherein what's really going on is your body is within your soul. Your soul is already full blown, beautiful flower, totally realized, right? Experiencing fulfillment in every moment, and again in this one, and then oops, again right there. Delight, oh, constantly surging. Where's your awareness? Where's your imagination? Is it on the smallness of you, on what you have done, and trying to judge who you are as you move forward based on past what? Mistakes and achievements? One day that won't motivate you anymore. One day you may not have children to feed. That may not be motivating your fear to provide. Then what will motivate you? You know, are you going to create scary things to motivate yourself? Or are you going to listen to your ever loving, living, full on Holy Spirit that envelopes you with power, grace, beauty, and intrinsic motivation? So, yeah, today's lesson is there's nothing to fear. Yesterday's was God is the strength in which I trust. So imagine when it gets hard, you don't trust your strength because that strength breeds doubt. You trust the strength of the universe. You begin to visualize your body sitting within this beautiful flower energy called your soul, which is fully realized. What do you feel and see? What's keeping this flower alive and blooming ever, forever, and ever? Connect to that vision and feel. And you may have to sleep a little bit because remember, learning only occurs when you go to sleep. Your neural pathways, if you get too much stimulation, not enough sleep, you won't be able to ground some of these very simple, profound, and fun Course in Miracle practices. So enjoy today because that's who you truly are, and banish fear from your energy field once and for all. Who says it isn't possible? That would be your mind. That would be the past. We're talking about right now. Are you afraid right now? Well, then you're not afraid right now. There isn't any fear right this minute. The truest statement. So enjoy your freedom. Visualize you walking within the grace of your Holy Spirit. Mwah! God bless you, you son and daughter of God.